Hello everyone, I'm Unwelded Death 13 and welcome to part 3 of my GreedFall's playthrough. Now, as where we left off last time, I believe we were still had the quest. Yes, we were looking for the boy, the cabin boy, and a couple more things, a couple more little quests on there, and then hopefully we should be moving on to the new island, the main island. So yes, let's carry on. Let's grab some loot. Okay, what's over here?
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 death winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand? Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof, gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain...
I was gonna say he was drunk.
No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night you disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Find and interrogate the witness. Okay.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Thank you, Lara. I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Okay, alright. Okay, there we go. Extra one. Okay, let's go interrogate this witness. And see what he knows. He's on his way to the John.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
I'm looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping. In my establishment. You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Let's go and talk to this guy.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Maybe that is his child. They ran away, maybe something like that. Hang on, was that not the same guy who just walked past, like the same character skin? I love
Might
that.
I
just
help you,
burst
sir?
into people's houses.
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He
That's
is
like Link.
absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
I believe I already have entered. I could be literally anyone. Literally anyone. Yeah, you're alright, just go on through.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I called it. I called it. I knew it. I knew it would be the case.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
Because as soon as the gambler said they didn't seem rough with him, that's what made me think that was probably maybe his son.
How did you find your son's trail?
We have never stopped looking for him. We learned the new name they gave him, Jonas. My poor little Celestine. Then we learned the name of the ship he sailed on. No sooner had it docked in Serene than my husband had the crew watched closely, and we found him.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Ooh, let's check that out. Brand new hat. Any good? It is the same as my other one. What about for... Nah, not worth it. I don't know. Loot chance, if I add it to other characters, if it actually stacks with mine. So I'll leave that for now. Oh, come on, out of my way. Thank you. Okay, so I want to check my armor. Okay. I didn't know whether I had the Nauts outfit. I'm gonna have to try and sneak in there.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nauts, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Naut. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Sir de Corsillion's a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nauts.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nauts. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord. and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady
Yes,
Fontaine
I
didn't seem
agree.
to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Yeah, who would sell their own child, especially their own possibly unborn child, for wealth? Didn't see that there. Note to the attention of the servant. Alice, I would like you to prepare several meals and bring them to the warehouses we own on the canal. My husband will have to work there with his clerk and his men for a few days, so make sure there is enough food for everyone. And be discreet. We do not want other families to know about what is happening.
This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
Yes, yes, let's do so. More loot.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him. To my help! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Move away!
Nice. Ooh. That's less than not as good as before. Have a quick look though. Okay, skills. Any attributes to put up? No. One-handed blades. Okay, well, I'm using an axe, so. Okay, let's go there. does less damage, does elemental damage, stun. Yeah, okay, let's go for it. Still be a bit sneaky, just in case.
I don't have the key. It's not possible just now.
Okay, looks like I'm going to have to just go and find a key then to get through. Okay, I see 1, 2. Someone very important. And I'm going to have to go in there as well.
To me, gods! Take no
To
prisoners!
my help! And death to the others! Come on, I'll teach you how to dance! Come on, I'll teach you how to dance! Come on, I'll teach you how to dance! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Broke your armor! Be careful! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Nice. Where's the... All dead. Time for loot. There you go, warehouse key. Let's just check. Okay, can I... Oh, he does have lockpicking 1 on that, actually. Okay. My bad. How do I change to him? Give me a second, let's just... Switch weapon, fit weapon, dodge, hold, sprint, target, move... Okay, Okay, so can I change? Because he has lockpicking.
Locked.
Who are you?
There he is.
My name is de Sardet. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
I'm extremely sorry to have to tell you this, Jonas.
Oh no.
He preferred to fight to the death rather than allow you to leave. He left me no choice.
How tragic. The poor man. What madness overcame him? And the woman, my mother. She'll be all alone now.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to the ship. I'll see you there.
Okay. So no, as I just quickly found out, you can't actually change any of your other characters. So even though I could change, but take his armor and put it on myself to do the lockpicking, but I just don't want to keep doing that all the time. So whatever's in that chest will remain a mystery for all of time. Okay, let's go inform the cap. We have his cabin boy back.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat? Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see. Have you seen anything to your liking?
We'll keep that. They can go. They can go.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Just shinies. Shiny, shiny.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin. As you
Have no fear. I will bring...
My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
We'll go to his Naughts. Reputation +3 with the Naughts.
Be back soon, Captain.
Okay, let's on to the next quest. Discover where to find Constantine. So yeah, it kind of makes me wonder, as there's supposed to be so many ways to approach the different quests in the game. It makes you wonder if there was a way I'd have been able to have done that. Like, if I'd have spoken to the wife, would there have been a different outcome? Would I have been able to actually speak to the husband and get him to maybe give up the cabin boy, or maybe not the cabin boy come back at all? And yeah, many variables, hopefully. Replayability.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age, hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes, quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'd be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
That's not a small sum.
Oh, the father has forgotten to give his son his allowance, it would seem.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Can I actually, is it actually here? It is.
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
Nice.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
Yes, just like new. Or nearly.
That does indeed look like fine work. You know what you're doing.
I would hope. Can you tell me where I can find my cousin now?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint. Anything else?
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Let's go and get him out of trouble. Okay, how do I... Okay, so up this way, and then off to the left.
You'll find all you need in our selection.
Yeah, he would have to be the type to get in trouble like that.
If you had any idea who I am, open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
You are very correct there. Just grab the loot.
It's not possible just now. It's blocked.
Okay, back up we go. Enemy detection. When the player is in stealth mode near enemies, a detection indicator will appear above their heads. If your presence is detected, the indicator will fill up until you are perceived as dangerous, which will trigger combat. The indicator has two states: suspicious in yellow and detected in red.
Man, he's got to bring the guard out if he keeps shouting like that. We should have gotten rid of him.
Don't be an idiot. It's obvious that he's a noble, a rich man. He needed to be taught a lesson, but it's better we grab some coin. With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up.
To my help! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Oh, look at that. Easy. And we're going up. Level up again. Okay. Increase maximum MP and spell duration. I'm not really into spells. Increase the power of all spells. No. Increases fury generation. All damage inflicted in melee combat. Strength. Increases the power of all melee attacks. Attribute required to wield the best one-handed, two-handed blunt weapons. Okay, I'm going to go for endurance level 2. And we have 1 point remaining on this. Firearms do more damage. Okay, let's go here. Next level, level 5, so that'd be the level up. Okay, where is he? No. So much loot just being having to be left. Okay, do I go up or down? Let's go up to start with. Ooh. Key to his cell. Okay, I believe I already got that. Okay, so you can literally sneak in then.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress! Constantine, it's me! My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fight.
Well, I do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you, I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure. If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
There's no one left to pay, Your Highness. The brave Kurt and your cousin have already settled the books.
Really now? What a shame. I would have loved to have seen that. We've nothing left to do then than to board our ship. An adventure awaits us at the end of the street.
Oh yes. Let's just grab the last little bit of loot. And yes, let's go set sail. It's just one more check at the map. Find his clothes and bring them to him. So what quests have I got? Okay, we have I guess we should go and find his clothes first. I'm imagining it all. Maybe it'll be his armor and stuff. Oh look, if I'd have carried on, all this loot I would have missed. Select Constantine from the inventory screen. Where that? Equip Constantine with his outfit, old embroidered doublet. Okay, but that's not the clothes I want for him. So I will be changing that. Because that is a lot better. Okay, not ready to set sail yet. I want to do the rest of these side quests. So let's go and get these heretics. And now I have 3 members in the party. We are getting stronger. We are getting stronger. But on that note, I will end part 3 of my GreedFall Let's Play there. I hope everyone's enjoyed. Part 4 will be coming soon, and then yes, hopefully in part 4 we'll be able to finish these last 2 side quests, and we will be heading off to the new island to see what creatures and mysteries and magic and anything else we happen to find. Have a wonderful day, everyone. This is Unwelded F13, signing out.